Anthony Mackins. Number 21, 6-foot senior, Doriante Tucker. Number 22, 6-foot senior, Zach Moore. Number 42, 6-foot senior, Dorian Triplett. The Tigers are coached by Drew Church, assisted by Kyle Keith, Jeff Beck, and Mike Church. Officials for tonight's game, Jason Van Dieven, Jason Reed, and Lloyd Rice.
Welcome to game 2 of the night as we got Cape Central taking on Poplar Bluff in this first round matchup. The Tigers from Cape Central are the 3 seed, and the Mules from Poplar Bluff come in as the 6 seed. Nice student section.
Yeah, for the first
Cape
night,
Central, yeah.
so far everybody's represented well.
We have. No doubt about it. Poplar Bluff will win that tip.
Cape starts in the man-to-man.
Cape Central coming off of a Fountain City Classic championship up in DeSoto as Kendrick Brown gets the scoring start.
Bluff, I believe, has only played one game, beat Roosevelt pretty bad at Bluff.
That is correct. Cape Central 3-0 coming into this game. Bluff 1-0. Somebody's going home with their first loss. That shot off the mark by Tucker. It's going to stay with the Tigers.
Cape Central got the number 2 seed in the Christmas tournament, I saw, Chris.
That's right. Charleston got the 1 seed. Pass up ahead, stripped from behind, out of bounds. Good hustle.
Tucker.
Yeah, good hustle by Tucker getting back.
Redden, Tucker, and Triplett. Got a lot of playing time. Cape Central, got beat in the quarterfinals last year on their way trying to get to state.
Right.
The defending Class 4 District 1 champions.
Redden looks to push the pace and had his pocket stripped.
A little Euro step, wasn't it?
Yeah, off the mark. Redden wants to get out and run again.
Redden, one of the great guards that you'll see all tournament long here.
Boy, he's quick too. Nice pass inside the Triplet for the easy bucket. Tied up 2 apiece. And another strip and steal. And a lay-in by Mackins.
Quick hands Cape Central's got. You got to take care of the ball against these guys.
Glad you're with us here. First round action of the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament. And the first bucket by Campbell on the night for the Mules.
No doubt they're not going to hold it up this tournament, are they? They're going to get up and down.
Both of these teams are running up and down the floor, pushing a pace here. Early first quarter action. We had a good one to start the tournament as New Madrid County Central came from behind to win and advance the championship action. And we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Foul on the Mules, Luke Becker. That's his first.
That's the first on Luke Becker. Second game of this tournament. Second of 13. And a nice little inbounds plays to Tucker with the easy 2. If you can't make it out, we'll be bringing you each and every game of this tournament. If you're in the area, we'd like for you to come out, support the SEMO Conference. Coach Andy McGill and his staff put a lot of work into this tournament, and these 9 teams put a lot of work into it also. Very good basketball showcased here at the fabulous Fieldhouse this week. Again, we've got the email address open if you want to send us an email and let us know you're watching from somewhere. If you got any questions or comments or info or advice to share with us, webcast at sykesnr6.org is the address, as Tyus Redden went up high and it's going to get the bucket and the foul. Coach Durden thought it was maybe a charge. That's what he was asking for.
Hardiman with the foul. I thought it was. I thought it would have been a close one.
Yeah, I thought
Red
maybe
and Sky, didn't he? I thought he jumped over him as well, but
I thought there was
maybe
maybe
he's up
a chance.
high.
Yeah.
Could have been a charge.
He was up there.
And then 50-50 calls.
Not able to complete the three-point play, but offensive rebound. Couldn't get it to go, though, was Triplett. Cape Central leads 8-4, 4:40 counting here in the first quarter. Nice no-look pass and an easy bucket for Brown.
Up and under. Going to get a lot of that. Cape Central's pressuring the ball. If you can get by them, make them rotate over, that one extra pass could lead to the layup as it did there for Bluff.
Tigers a 3 seed. Poplar Bluff the 6 seed. Good ball rotation, left-hand 3. Got it.
Zach Moore, 6-foot senior, don't remember him, but I can see why he's out there. Good left-handed soft jumper, hit a 3.
Quick hands there by Redden. He'll lead the break, and an easy 2. Boy, Redden's just quick. Coach Durden to take his first time out. We're going to take it with him. 3:54 left first quarter action. Cape Central leads it 13-6. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here. First quarter action. And we're going to get a hold on Redden. That's his first. Second team foul on the Tigers.
You better be careful. You put that ball out in front of Redden.
Yeah.
Such quick hands.
Long range 3 off the mark. Rebound Tigers. Here comes Mackins. Tell you what, nobody picked him up, and he said, hey, I'll go ahead and take it in. Just couldn't get it to go, though. And we're going to get a walk out front. Good call.
Cape Central wants you to play at their pace, Chris, up and down. Early on, it looks like Bluff's not accustomed to that type of pace. They better get accustomed.
Again, New Madrid County Central had a come-from-behind win in the previous game. Our nightcap tonight will be the number 2 seed, the Notre Dame Bulldogs, taking on the 7 seed, the Indians of Kennett. This game started a little bit late. Foul out front on the reach in. That's going to be on Sellers. That's his first. Only the second team foul.
Like Coach Church was wanting to call something out of this play.
Trying to get it down low to the big man. Now they'll
Good
dribble,
hands.
penetrate. Yeah, get it back to him.
Williams with the good hands. That was a tough pass, but he rolled toward the bucket and with the nice hands got the first bucket right off the bench to score. He's a 6'7" freshman, Chris.
Foul on the Tigers, Zach Moore. That's his first. Team foul number 3.
And Coach Durden gets somebody in after that. Bad turnover by the Mules. Central slowing the pace down out of that last timeout. And that'll be a
Good
turnover.
idea. Got to be Coach Church got a 4-year starter in Redden running the point. It's kind of like having that second coach out there.
That's right.
Gets them into everything he wants and slows them down and speeds it up at when Redden wants it. Been a while since Bluff had a bucket.
Yeah, 15-6 inside 2 minutes now. This game has slowed down a little bit after a fast-paced first 4 or 5 minutes. And a block, and I think we got a couple of free throws coming up.
Gary on triplet.
Joseph Hardiman will shoot his first free throws of the night.
I really like Joseph Hardiman. His
Yep.
brother is playing ball for Three Rivers. Dominique Hardiman, a really good player. Joseph played well. I believe he was hurt last year.
He was.
Only a junior, and I'm sure he's going to be asked to do a lot of scoring for Poplar Bluff this year.
Knocked down both those free throws. He'll get a quick seat as Young will come back in for him. 15-8 to score. Buck 35 and counting here. First quarter action. SPS TV, your home for the 2019 SEMO Conference Basketball Tournament. Glad you're here with us. We'll be bringing you each and every game. Wild shot was blocked, and now we're going to get a travel.
Freshman Williams just held his ground, went
Yep.
up strong.
Cape Central with the ball in a 7-point lead. Tigers the number 3 seed, Poplar Bluff the number 6 seed. Williams had it knocked away, and they'll say there's a foul on the floor. Again, we got the email address open this whole entire week. If you want to send us an email, webcast at sykestonr6.org. We had some emails going in that first matchup. Good to hear from folks posing some questions and just letting us know where they're watching from. If you can't make it, we're glad you're with us online. We hope to do these teams justice all week long. Now we're going to get a loose ball foul after Coach Durden thought he had one on the other end. And
Yeah, I agree with him.
yeah, I agree with him on that too. That turnover was happened because got to push out front.
Yeah,
And
just kind of pushed him off the ball.
So that went against him 2 different ways, and he let the official know he wasn't too happy with the call. Redden's 3, got it.
That's one thing he's lacked is that outside shooting, and he keeps getting better. Hit a 3 there. Tyus Redden got 7 of Cape's 18.
Up to the 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Tigers. Late first quarter action. Redden with the steal, half-court heave at the buzzer. Good if it goes, but it doesn't. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Cape Central leads it 18-8. You're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Cape Central with the ball in a 10-point lead to start second quarter action. Tigers a number 3 seed. Baseline jumper good.
Wow.
For the 6'7" freshman, Cameron Williams.
Looked good, stepped out and hit that 15-foot jumper.
He's got 4 points now. The Jungle wants you to know that he's only a freshman. And I'll tell you what, Kendrick Brown tried
He said, who is he? I'm taking the freshman on, Kendrick Brown said, took it right at him.
He tried to go up and posterize him, was not able to throw that down, but he's going to have to earn his 2 points from the charity stripe. They got the Bluff crowd a-buzzing on that missed dunk.
Missed the free throw, though, so turned out to be a good foul.
Missed both of them. And Williams with the board.
Williams, a player, got some pink and gold shoes on, Chris. Look at it. You wear those shoes, you got to be able to play.
Nice little give and go, and they're going to get him on a travel. I thought it was a pretty good cut there to the basket by Williams, but we're going to say he traveled. I'm looking at the photo in the program, and Williams isn't even in the photo.
Worked his way up to varsity for this tournament, I guess. Looks good.
He does.
That's all Coach Church needs is another contributor.
Tigers lead 20-8. Redden with another steal. It's his third steal of the night. Nice pass over to Mackins, but Mackins couldn't handle it. Now a 3-on-2 break.
He walked
he
twice.
did. He walked.
Called the second one. I mean, there's nothing late. If Tyus Redden's on the floor, you can't have lazy passes. You can't be a lazy dribbler. You've got to kick it up. He'll make you look bad.
Game number 2 here, 3-6. We got 2-7, Notre Dame and Kennett for the nightcap tonight. We'll have each and every game here for you. of this entire tournament streamed on the SPS TV YouTube channel. If you can't make it out, pull up 3 off the mark. And a foul. Jockeying for position down low. I think they're going to get Triplet.
His second.
Darion Triplet on that foul. Mr. Beidler and his students in the digital media class, they do a fabulous job each and every night putting on this production.
I think Bluff's turned one route Dexter went in that fourth quarter. It's been about 4 minutes since we last seen a Poplar Bluff bucket.
Hardiman had his shot blocked. And we're going to get a blocking foul.
That's taking it to the hole and make the referee call something.
Foul on the Mules, Chance Campbell. That's his first.
That's the first on Campbell. 6th foul.
To the line for the Tigers, shooting 2. Doriante.
Had us some pizza in earlier. They're one of the game sponsors.
Oh, man, Danny Tedley.
Yep. Back in the hospitality room. They do a fabulous job back in that hospitality room every night. Amy Bradley and Michelle Riley do a great job each and every night. I'm going to have to talk to them before we leave out of here tonight, find out what we got tomorrow night. Couldn't get the second one to go either, but the follow-up is good for Triplet. Dorion Triplet gets his second field goal of the game. Cape Central 0 for 3 now from the free throw line. But they lead 22-8, their biggest lead of the ball game.
So quick are their hands, the Tigers. You make that move to the bucket, they're going to try to get in there and strip you.
To stay right underneath us. Tipped away from behind. There's those quick hands you talk about. Mackins came up behind and tipped it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mules.
I think Cape Central's upset. They're a 3 seed.
Might be. I don't know. This, tournament's so early in the season, you've got to seed it before anybody plays a game. It does make it tough. You're just going off of, what the teams did last year and who they have coming back and do your best to seed them. Cape Central a 3, Sykes a 4. That's the lowest both those teams have been seeded in a while probably in this tournament. And a turnover gives it back to the Mules. Coach Church says, where you going? He said, we're putting a press on here, fellas.
Bluff needs a bucket bad. Trying to
they
mix
haven't
and
scored
match.
this quarter.
Coach Durden, he's pulled about 9 guys into the action.
I think you're right. It was a couple minutes in the first quarter. The last couple minutes they didn't score, and they have not scored yet here in this second quarter.
Not any second and third opportunities for Poplar Bluff as of yet after missed shots.
Redden couldn't get that 3 to go. High with the rebound. Brown. And he'll throw it away. Turnover gives it back to Cape Central.
Nice screen and roll.
And we're going to get a travel on Tucker. Shuffled his feet as he tried to set him after.
I thought Triplett should have took it inside. He was
Yeah.
close.
Being a little too unselfish, probably. Nice crowd here for game number 2.
Yeah, good first night crowd. A lot of teams off on Monday, so I'm sure we've got a lot of players in the area here to watch their counterparts here in the SEMO Conference. Some of the smaller schools.
And Coach Church wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Cape Central leads at 22-8. You're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh.
4 points in this whole quarter by both teams, all of them by Cape Central.
Wow.
This is the Cape Central Poplar Bluff game we've seen here in the SEMO Conference.
And we're going to get a travel on another turnover. Brown's 3 ball off the mark. And Redden wants to push it. Spot up 3 off the mark. Hardiman with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled as he tried to lead the break.
Maybe this will stop the Bluff drought.
I think-
guarantee it's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Bluff hasn't scored, but they'll be at the line shooting some free throws here.
Joseph Hardiman to the line shooting 1 and 1.
Yeah, it was probably, you're right, it's probably about 2.5 minutes left in that first quarter. And that's the point where we're at here in this second quarter. And Hardiman gets a free throw to go.
Bluff going to go full court man-to-man pressure after this made free throw.
He hit them both. Full court press didn't seem to bother the Tigers too much there. That 3 ball, good for Zach Moore.
His second 3. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, very tough shot. Couldn't get it to go to Hardiman. Rebound cleared by the freshman Williams.
Had him on the roll.
Yeah, I was going to say he had him on the roll. Williams, a big man. Boy, tough shot there by Triplett. Muscled that one up.
Yeah, I think he wanted a foul.
That's
Got the
his
bucket.
6 point, and now we're going to get a foul on this end on Moore. That's his second. It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation here. It's the 8th team foul.
Kendrick Brown 0 for 2 from the line.
Oh for 3 after that miss, but an offensive rebound and a nice pass down low to a wide open Luke Becker. Becker's first points at a ball game. 27-12's the score. Cape Central leads. Williams, spin around jumper, got it to go. Little soft touch.
I was going to get on him for not shooting it the first time. Backed it up, then took it strong, and that's a tough 10-foot turnaround jumper.
Sure was. Foul on the floor, going for the rebound.
Foul on the Tigers, Anthony Mackins, his second. Team foul number 9.
That's number 2 on Mackins and the 9th team foul.
Jamari Sellers to the line, shooting 1-1.
Free throw good for Sellers, the 6'3" senior for Coach Durden. And he got them both. Lead back to 15 for the Tigers, 29-14.
Good crossover.
Williams down low, kisses it in off the glass.
I tell you, Williams can just score points, keeping his hands up, let these Cape Central guards break down the defense, lay it up and in.
Good hands there by Triplett to knock that one out of bounds.
Freshman Williams for Cape Central with 8 points.
He leads the way for the Tigers, doesn't he?
Yep.
At 3, good for Sellers. So Sellers with 5 straight points for the Mules, and it's 31-17. Can he answer back? No. Hardiman's going to lead the break ahead to Brown, who got the finger roll. Now Bluff ratchets up the defensive pressure a little bit here.
Triplett just muscling his way toward the bucket.
2 more free throws coming.
Foul on the Mules, Jared Young, his first. Team foul number 7. Dorian Triplett to the line, shooting 2.
2 free throws coming up for Triplett. Right on home the first one. He'll get a second. Giants and Eagles scoreless after the first quarter. And he got both of them to go.
That's a big ratings maker, I'm sure.
Yeah. And a steal by Triplett as he stepped into the passing lane. Thought Cape Central may pull this out and hold for the last shot. I don't know. Now Coach Church gets their attention. And I think that's what he does want to do.
Put the ball in Redden's hands.
We're going to call a foul on the floor. So it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Tyus Redden.
Darian Webb, his first. Team foul number 8. Tyrus Redden to the line, shooting 1-1.
Got the first one, so he'll get a chance at a second. Again, we do have the email address up, webcast@sykestonr6.org. If you want to send us an email, let us know where you're watching from or your thoughts about the tournament or any questions that you have. We're here all week, and we'll bring you each and every game. Coast to coast lay in at the buzzer for Sellers. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Cape Central leads it 34-21. You're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here at the half. Cape Central leads 34-21 to start second half action. The Tigers come in as a 3 seed, Bluff the 6 seed. Jeff, you got some scores for each team?
Let's see. Cape had 3 guys with 8. Chris Redden had 8. Cameron Williams, the freshman, with 8, and Dorian Triplett with 8 to lead Cape Central. And on Bluff side, Jamari Sellers had 7, along with Kendrick Brown 6. Cape Central's just getting turnovers. Bluff went through that about 8-minute stretch without any points. They got to play catch up here.
Glad you're watching this first round matchup here on SPS TV on our YouTube channel. We'll be streaming each and every game if you can't make it this week.
Bluff stayed in the locker room almost the entire 10 minutes, so let's see if they got motivated.
Get a foul out front on this first possession.
Illegal screen. Is that on Becker?
Foul on the Mules, Luke Becker. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 1.
That's a 3rd on Becker, so that's a big call to start this second half. He'll have to take a quick seat.
Yeah, just a bad screen out in front of everybody.
Three ball off to Mark. Hardiman high with the rebound, throws it out front. Brown couldn't finish, and here come the Tigers. Now we get his pocket picked, and Brown's going to be fouled.
Bluff wants to speed the pace up, I guess.
Foul on the Tigers.
Try to run with this very quick Cape Central squad.
Bluff being very patient offensively on this half-court set.
A lot of working off the dribble, not much movement.
Big block down low, and we're going to get a foul.
Foul on the Mules, Kendrick Brown.
Foul's going to be on Kendrick Brown. That's his first, second team foul on the Mules. Hope you'll stay with us for the nightcap. That'll be Notre Dame and Kennett. Notre Dame, the 2 seed, Kennett, the 7 seed. Brown with another steal. And he's going to be fouled, and 2 more free throws coming up for him.
Kennett coming off a tournament win. I believe it was in Gideon or somewhere down there.
Team foul number 2.
They got a good team.
Yeah.
Kennett does. Got a lot of returning guys, had a good JV team.
First free throw good. It was they won the Bulldog Classic tournament. So I think that was down in Gideon.
The biggest school down there, though.
And he
But
got
you still get some games in.
he got both free throws to go. 34-23. Leads down to 11. And a travel on Tucker. He'll turn it over.
Tucker saw that opening, got a little too anxious, wanted to hit it quick, and just carried the ball before he put it on the floor.
Again, we got the email up. Webcast at SykestonR6.org. You want to send us an email, let us know you're watching. We had John watching from South Dakota in that first game. He turned it on, and
you know he's watching the Tigers.
there's no doubt he's watching this one too. This is Cape Central, is his team. Heard from a couple of St. Louis folks during that first game also. And we're going to get a loose ball foul. I think they're going to get Brown. If so, that's going to be his second.
Things are ragged here in the first couple minutes of the third. A lot of fouls, a lot of reaching.
And a block and 2 free throws coming up. Coach Durden wanted a walk before the drive. Didn't get the call.
His second. Team foul number 4. Anthony Mackins to the line shooting.
Earlier tonight, if you're just joining us, New Madrid County Central got the 66-61 victory against the Dexter Bearcats. So New Madrid will move on. They'll play Charleston tomorrow night in the first round matchup. That's a 1-8 matchup Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Dexter falls to the consolation bracket. They'll play at 8:30 tomorrow night against the loser of our nightcap between Notre Dame and Kennett. Count it, and the foul. Coach Durden likes that play.
Third foul on Moore.
Tigers. Zach Moore, his third. Team foul number 3. The basket was good. Jabari Sellers to the line shooting 1.
So Sellers has 9 points now to lead the way for the Mules.
Bluff's cut it to single digits, Chris. In fact, 8.
Well, Sellers knocked that free throw down, and he looked over at the jungle as they were making a little noise during his shot. Closest they've been in a while for the Mules. They're doing it on the defensive end. Good defense leading to easy transition buckets.
Good job by this Bluff defense. Forced another turnover.
Just over 5 minutes left here, third quarter action. Haven't seen the big freshman Williams in this second half yet, really. We were both impressed with him in that first half for the Tigers. Hardiman take his man off the dribble. The bucket's good and the foul. Joseph Hardiman got in the lane. That was good body control as he absorbed the contact and was able to keep his balance and kiss it in off the glass for the bucket.
Really proper Bluff's offense. Nobody moving. It's just people taking somebody off the dribble. Right. And they got a couple of and ones.
Got them right back in this game after being down 15. Hardiman could not complete the three-point play as Triplett clears the board. 12-foot jumper off the mark. Redden with the putback.
Redden now with 10.
Hardiman behind the back, splits 2 defenders and gets a bucket.
He do that on purpose?
I don't know if he did or not, but
looked pretty.
Now we're going to get a foul. Reach in on Sellers. It's number 2 on him.
This Cape Central team out here on the floor now, I wouldn't call that a great outside shooting team. Poplar Bluff needs to see that as well. They're going to try to attack the bucket on you. Winner of this game gets the winner of Sykeston Jackson. That'd be a good game.
No, winner of this game gets New Madrid, or excuse me, Notre Dame Kennett.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Crossover dribble, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Mackins. Coach Church wasn't sure about that. It's one of those 50-50 calls that went against him.
Get closer to 6 this trip. Cape Central held to only one field goal here. Halfway through the third.
3 ball off the mark. Long rebound, and Redden's going to come away with it. Now he had his pocket pick, but they're going to get a reach-in foul on Gage Rivers, the sophomore. He was trying to pick the pocket from behind, and they'll get him for the reach-in foul.
I think it was a good call, kind of bumped him. Redden didn't see him if he had just kind of snuck in that hand without bumping him.
Good baseline take, count a bucket for Tucker. He'll try to get to complete the 3-point play. So the lead back up to 8 now. He can make it 9 if he can knock this free throw down. And he does.
Tucker with 5. Back to the 9-point Cape Central lead. Bluff had cut it to 6.
And we're going to get a travel and a spin move by Hardiman.
Yeah, spun in traffic, and once again a correct call.
Probably tried to do just a little too much there. Inside 3 minutes left, third quarter action. Cape Central with the 9-point lead and a ball. Airballed on a 3.
Good pass.
Yeah, nice pass inside and the easy bucket for Luke Becker. Coach Durden is going to use a timeout, a 30-second. We'll keep it right here. Cape Central leads at 39-32. So again, earlier in the night, it was New Madrid County Central with the 66-61 victory over the Dexter Bearcats. In the nightcap tonight, we'll have Notre Dame and Kennett in the 2-7 matchup. Tomorrow night, in the first game of the night, we will have the Sykeston Bulldogs, the number 4 seed, taking on the Jackson Indians, the 5 seed. That game will tip at 5:30. The Bulldogs won on the road, a come-from-behind victory, a nice victory for Sykeston against Confluence Prep Academy up in St. Louis on Friday night. And Jackson 1-0 also. The Indians have made the headlines in Southeast Missouri lately for the deep run that the football team made. They came up just a little short on.
They got any football players?
They have
basketball?
3 football players that play basketball. None of them starters, but they all come off the bench and play a row. So I don't know if those 3 guys have, be dressed out or not, or, be ready. But they lost a heartbreaker in their Class 5 state championship game in overtime on Saturday night. So this will be their first action since Saturday. Williams had his pocket pick. Brown looks to push, gets it ahead, and the bucket's good by Webb. And Brown came up with a little cramp, and he's going to come off the side. (39-34) is the score. 2:07 left. Third quarter action. Glad you're here with us. Your home for the 2019 SEMO Conference Basketball Tournament. Stepped right into that 3 and drained it, did Tucker. That gets a lead back up to 8, 42-34. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here.
Illegal screen.
Yeah, we're going to get an illegal screen right in front of Coach Durden. He saw it.
No doubt.
He's coaching Hardeman up right now on what he needs him to do in that situation. And another steal for the Mules, and they'll give it right back.
Sophomore Brummett let it sail through his hands. Maybe a little anxious trying to shoot it before he caught it.
Student sections are starting to get into a little more now. They're chanting back and forth. We're getting into this game. Teams are getting into a little bit of a flow more in the second half too, as Tucker steps inside the three-point line and knocks that one down, and another bad turnover as Webb, I don't know if he was leading that to Hardeman or who it was going to, but sails out of bounds, and another turnover.
Tucker for Cape Central, Chris really stepped up, hitting some outside shots that Cape Central needed. He's got 8 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. Yeah, and 2 bad turnovers, real bad turnovers for Poplar Bluff.
40 seconds left in this third quarter. Tigers are trying to extend this 10-point lead. They're trying to move on. Winner of this game will play the winner of Notre Dame and Kennett. That'll be our nightcap tonight. Game scheduled to start at 8:30. Obviously, it's not going to start at 8:30, 8:26 already. And this game is getting ready to go into the fourth quarter. Redden splits a double team, throws it up, couldn't get it to go. And a full court pass off the mark. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Cape Central leads Poplar Bluff 44-34. Back after this 60-second break, you're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Cape Central has the ball in a 10-point lead to start the fourth quarter.
Bluff outscored Cape 13-10 in that third quarter. Still trailed by 10.
Sure that wasn't the third quarter that Coach Church was looking for.
Low-scoring game, though, isn't it, Chris? We thought it'd be up and down. At least it looked like that way early.
And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, did Tucker.
Webb all over with the pressure, forced that turnover.
Good crowd here for night number 1. Had a pretty good crowd here for the first matchup of the night. Redden count the bucket and the fouls. He took it hard.
Started on the defensive side. He just read where Webb wanted to go with the pass. Stepped in, stole it, and then took it strong to the hole. Webb tried to reach in to get a charge, but just a step slow. I got Redden with 12 now.
They get 13 after the made free throw, so his point total matches the Tiger lead right now, 47-34.
Seems like Redden's been playing forever for Cape Central.
It does, doesn't it? Nice look down low. Sellers will try to complete the three-point play.
Foul on the Tigers, Anthony Mackins, his 4th. Team foul number 6. Jamari Sellers to the line shooting 1.
Sellers with 12 points in the game.
And make it 13 after that made free throw.
Bluff 10 for 14 from the free throw line. Cape only 4 for 10.
Wow. Did not realize that. 2 more
A 4 on Becker.
free throws coming up.
Foul on the Mules, Luke Becker, his 4th.
Becker had problems all game long staying on the floor
Doriante Tucker to the line
in foul
shooting
trouble. Cape in the double bonus. That means shooting 2 free throws the rest of this quarter. But only 4 for 10. So we'll see how it starts here.
Second free throw off the mark.
Bad turnover there. Just got in traffic and nowhere to go.
And a couple more free throws coming up after another foul.
$13 red is Joseph Hardeman.
Foul on the Mules, Joseph Hardeman, his 3rd. Doriante
Back
Tucker
to the line,
shooting
Dorian
2.
Tucker.
Made the first one. Tucker only had, 2 at half? Made the second. He's really came alive here in this second half for Coach Church and the Tigers. Long range 3, got it. Gage Rivers.
Sophomore's first bucket from three-point land. Leads back to 10.
Good hands by Hardeman, couldn't save it. .6:11 left in the game, 10-point lead into basketball for Cape Central.
A bad turnover, unforced
Yeah.
variety. Gets Coach Church's attention.
Hardeman stripped on the way up. They're going to say he's fouled. That's going to be on the floor.
Foul on the Tigers, Tyrus Redden, his 2nd. Team foul number 7.
bonus for Poplar Bluff. Still a lot of time left, Chris. 10-point lead for Cape. They've led throughout.
Off on the first one was Hardiman. Won't get a second because of it. Free throw line jumper, got it. Doriante Tucker.
Really, Tucker's most of the offense once again for Cape Central. Looks stagnant. Still with a 12-point lead.
Yeah, inside 5 minutes in this game. Cape Central trying to move on to semifinal action. They're trying to be the first team to get into the semis. 2 free throws coming up for Hardiman. So we got 3 first-round games tonight. Have 2 first-round games tomorrow night and a consolation matchup tomorrow night. Then we'll have a couple of consolation games on Wednesday. Then we'll have our 2 semifinal games on Thursday. And then Friday night is championship night with the consolation championship scheduled for 5:30. The third-place game scheduled for 7. And we will crown a SEMO Conference champion after the 8:30 tilt on Friday night.
That's like a traveling trophy, isn't it? Goes from whoever wins it
It is.
to the school for the year.
Right down behind us at the press box out there displayed all week long.
It's got all the previous winners in the years.
Great big bracket up above it so the fans can be informed on who's going to play on what nights. Coach McGill and his staff do a great job every year hosting this tournament. I know it's a lot of work to put it on. SEMO Conference Tournament, each member school splits the profits for the week, so they want to see you come out and support these student athletes. $5 for adults, $3 for students, and we're going to get a travel.
Yeah, I think it was. Coach Durden wants an explanation, but I thought he drug his pivot foot free throw line.
He'll get the explanation, but he didn't like it. I thought it was a good call also. Redden's floater wouldn't go. Triplet couldn't corral that rebound, so
Had it momentarily.
3 new Mules will come in.
Bluff gets some stops. They just can't capitalize on the other end.
Again, we've got the email up. If you want to send us an email, webcast at sykestonr6.org. Again, that's webcast at sykestonr6.org. Jeff will answer your hot button topics.
Foul on the Tigers, Anthony Mackins. That's his 5th. Team foul number 9.
Mackins is going to foul out
Kendrick Brown to the line.
here with
shooting
3:40 left in the game. So the freshman Williams, Cameron Williams, that is, will get some crunch time minutes here. He'll grow up quickly.
Got the first free throw, did Brown. And he got them both. Inside 3.5 left. Williams down on the block. Smart move to get it back out and restart this offense. I think the Tigers want to bleed a little bit of clock here, and they're going to get Redden on the carry.
He did. You don't see it called a lot, but he did. A little high dribble. Thought about passing it maybe and then elected not to. Into single digits. Trying to get closer.
Free throw line jumper by Brown off the mark. Rebound Tigers.
Bluff really with only 2 field goals here in this fourth quarter. They've had stops.
Yeah. They've got it in single digits. Boy, the Tigers were lucky to get away with that. That was kind of one of those lazy cross-court passes that got a little too much air on it, but they'll bleed some more time off this clock. Boy, nice move to the bucket, but couldn't finish. Williams tried to follow, and he's fouled. Freshman hasn't seen the floor a whole lot here in this second half, which has surprised me a little bit.
2 free throws for Williams. Both these teams will be in the double bonus with the next foul.
First free throw off the mark by Williams.
Williams with 8 points, all of them in the first half, Chris. They've done a better job as Bluff here in the second half with him.
And he got the second.
Bluff can't afford to be so patient.
No.
Trailing by 10, they've got to get some points on the board.
At 3, rims out, follow, wouldn't go.
Williams got a hand on it.
Yep. And now to get it right back, Brown with the bucket, and Coach Durden wants to take a timeout. Lead down to 8. Cape Central leads at 53-45. 2:03 left, fourth quarter action. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here. Fourth quarter action. Just over 2 minutes left in this 3-6 matchup. Poplar Bluff has trailed for this entire game, but they're trying to make a big comeback here in this fourth quarter. Winner of this game will move on to semifinal action. Thursday night at 7:30, the loser will drop down into the consolation bracket. They will play Wednesday night at 7:30.
Cape Central spread the ball out, forced Poplar Bluff to foul. They'll be shooting 2 free throws. On the next foul.
Nice look down low to Williams for the easy bucket.
Can't fall asleep.
Yeah, the defense had to rotate over to Redden, and they let Williams get in behind him for the easy 2. Up and under shot, no good. Coach Durden didn't like that shot selection. And a foul. With 75 seconds left in this game. Cape Central with the 10-point lead. They can add to it with some free throws.
Tucker 3 for 4 from the line here in this fourth quarter. 2 shots here. trying to extend the 10-point Cape Central lead.
First free throw off the mark. He'll get a second. Had an email in from Jimmy White. Jimmy, out in the Nashville area, Murfreesboro. Exactly, Tennessee. He's been watching. He says we should have a shot clock in Missouri high school basketball. Now, I think I talked myself into that during that first game. We talked about that. We had a listener that asked that question, and we're going to get a travel on Brown, and that's a bad turnover with 69 seconds left in this game.
Jimmy, the way Misha works, it'll take them 10 years. If we start it right now, it'll take them 10 years to bring it to a vote.
Jimmy's used to that Tennessee basketball. He's a big Middle Tennessee guy. You'll see him at all their tailgates, and a big alumnus of Middle Tennessee.
Thought he walked.
Williams with the big board, and now we're going to get a travel called on the freshman. Ross McLeod watching from Cape Central. He's appreciative of the broadcast. He's getting to watch his Cape Central Tigers here in first round action. And they're going to get Hardiman on stepping in. He hadn't established himself whenever he got that pass to him, so that'll be another turnover. And Bluff's going to be probably forced to foul here again. Cape Central needs to get it across timeline, finally do. Tigers haven't shot free throws all that well, and Tucker caught right there on the sideline. That's a good timeout by Coach Church.
Full timeout. Just emails we've got, Chris. You see a lot of people spread out through the country that listen to the SEMO Conference Tournament.
A lot of folks really support and enjoy their teams in the Southeast Missouri area, and they'll end up elsewhere in the United States. And got an email from Charlie Simmons that said he's a Blue Jay graduate from 2004. And it's the best Blue Jay basketball team he's seen in a long time. He thinks Charleston in a winner of this game will be in the championships game. He wants to know what our thoughts are. So he thinks whoever's going to win this game, which looks like it's going to be Cape Central and Charleston, will be in the finals.
Charleston looks good, Charlie. I've seen them 3 times now. They look very good.
I have yet to see Notre Dame this year. I know this is a year that Notre Dame has been pointing to for a while. They've got about 8 or 9 seniors that have been playing together for a while. They are the 2 seed. I have yet to see them. We're gonna see them in the nightcap here, so maybe get a little better look on the Notre Dame Bulldogs. But
Notre Dame always starts sluggish.
Charlie may be correct. I don't know. Foul out front and a couple more free throws coming with 20 ticks left in this game.
I agree with Charleston being the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I do too. I think Charleston is primed for a Class 3 state championship this year.
Not like they have any of them in their trophy case.
They've got quite a few in their trophy case. Do the Blue Jays. Both free throws go down. 13-point lead for the Tigers at 3 off the mark. The only thing left in doubt here is what the final score is going to be. Hardiman with the steal. Redden just let them go in and lay it in at the buzzer. So that is a final. Cape Central wins it 58-47. So again, the Cape Central Tigers will move on to semifinal action They will play 7:30 Thursday night against the winner of our nightcap, Notre Dame and Kennett, which will be coming up next. Poplar Bluff drops back into the consolation side of the bracket. Poplar Bluff will play Wednesday night at 7:30. So again, the Tigers win it 58-47. They move into championship semifinal action. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll let Mr. Byler and his crew get ready for the next game, and then we'll be back with Notre Dame and Kennett. I'm Chris Hotchkiss for Jeff Limbaugh. You're watching the 2019 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV.